Busted.
The reviews are in.
Awesome.
You wanted more Joe Concha. And we heard you. More Joe. More show.
We're talking to you. Under promise and over deliver.
Joe Concha. Weeknights at 9. Plus Sunday mornings at 11 on 77 WABC.
Jimmy Kimmel no longer tries to be funny. Not that he ever really was.
Joe Concha. Weeknights at 9. Plus Sunday mornings at 11.
Democrats defending cocaine coming into the country.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And tonight on Cats and Cosby, everybody bracing for what may be an enormous winter storm. The question is how much and who's going to get hit. We're going to be talking with one of the meteorologists with the National Weather Service. He's going to be joining us for the very latest. You got to stick with us for that. We also got Ron Vitello, former acting ICE director, a big day. Laura Trump, Larry Kudlow, also former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, Scott Monroe with the Detectives Endowment Association, Brigadier General Blaine Holt, and Joe Concha. I'm looking at our guys here in the studio. John is going to be joining us possibly later in the show, remotely. The lucky guy is in warm weather while we're freezing here. But we have Judge Richard Weinberg with us, and we have Ed Cox, New York GOP chairman, and also former governor, Democrat, David Patterson. You guys, as we're waiting, we're going to be hearing from the National Weather Service in just a moment. But the fact is, at this hour, guys, it's 10 degrees below in Minneapolis, and there are thousands upon thousands of protesters out there. 700 businesses shut down. It's called Ice Out Day in Minneapolis. It's an anti-ice protest. Governor Patterson, your thoughts?
Well, you know, as long as the protesters don't loot the stores or start fights or get into situations with the police and that kind of thing, it's a kind of not the right day, I think, to voice your opinion. But I'm not as bothered by other people. There are a number of other things going on.
Like storming a church?
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And what about this case, Ed, of the 5-year-old little boy, the fake story that the media has run with?
Oh, yeah. The father shows up at his door with a 5-year-old cutely dressed, and the ICE agents want the father. The father runs away, and the mother says at the door that she doesn't want the child to come in. So what's the ICE agent supposed to do? Of course, they take care of it, feed him cookies and all that, and until they capture the father and bring him back.
And then they reunite the baby with the father.
Exactly.
And then they get accused of arresting the 5-year-old. By the way, this just came out a few seconds ago.
I thought it was kidnapping the 5-year-old. Come on.
That too.
That's what AOC is saying. You're right. And by the way, here's what the former Vice President Kamala Harris, it just came out, saying Liam Ramos, I guess that's the 5-year-old, is just a baby. He should be at home with his family, not used as bait by ICE and held in a Texas detention center. She said, I am outraged, and you should be. Judge Weinberg,
what happens what happens when the family kicked him out?
Yeah, chime in. He's fired up today. Go ahead, Gov.
The family kicked him out. So what are the ICE agents supposed to do? The only thing they could do for his own protection was to keep him with them.
And also the father abandoned him. The father left him and went on the run, and ICE had to track him down. So he didn't seem to care about him.
Father of the year. Another father of the year.
Yeah, just like Abrego Garcia. And what about you guys? We were hot and heavy about this, Swalwell. This is incredible. This guy who was planning on running for governor there in California, vowing to revoke driver's licenses from ICE agents, not illegals, from ICE agents, and also to block them from jobs.
Well, let me ask you a question. Isn't this the same congressman who was having an affair with a Chinese spy?
Yes,
Chinese spy?
Fang Fang.
Oh, now, wait a second. The Arizona Attorney General tops that.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. Tell everybody about her.
It's okay to kill an ICE agent as a matter of self-defense.
That's incredible.
That's a lawyer.
That's incredible. That. Yes, and then she said, well, I'm not encouraging shooting of ICE agents,
but there is a law saying stand your ground.
And here's what she even calls it, by the way, guys. She says it's, quote, a recipe for disaster if you don't sort of stand up. In other words, the stand your ground law is something that we all need to enforce, and it applies to even ICE agents, against ICE agents. Did you ever think we'd live in a world like this, Ed?
This is the world that's created by the liberal left, and they're creating their whole imaginary world. Unfortunately, in the real world, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, deadly. Absolutely. And think about if somebody takes her advice, and already ICE agents are under attack in such a big, huge, horrible way.
You have hundreds and hundreds of attacks against ICE agents on a daily basis.
Yeah, and then you have this kind of vitriol from people. And by the way, Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis, finally came out about the church protest. Remember, 3 people have been arrested there. And everyone said, okay, good. Is he going to tell the protesters you shouldn't go into churches? No, he actually said, bravo. They're expressing their First Amendment
by the way,
rights.
That's a federal
crime.
felony under the civil rights laws.
Yeah. So he's encouraging a federal felony.
That's exactly right, Ed.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.